morning. Let's stand together as we sing our opening song. Dance along if you want to.
Look at the person next to you. Say I love you too. Now feel the love in the sanctuary. Lift your voice and repeat after me. We come together. We come together. We come together. In the name of love, we come together. We come together. We come together. In the name of love.
Okay, now you have to sing and follow instructions.
Now look at the person next to you. Say, I recognize that God in you. Feel the love in the sanctuary. Now lift your voice, repeat after me. We come together. We come together. We come together. In the name of love, we come together. We come together. We come together. In the name of love. Every walk of life, every walk of life, every breath that comes, every breath that comes, we should be united. Each other, the person next to you. Say, namaste, I bow to you. Feel the love in the sanctuary. Lift your voice and repeat after me. Oh, we come together. We come together. We come together. In the name of love, we come together. We come together. We come together. In the name of love, we come together. Come together, we come together in the name of love. Come together.
We're fading out now. Please be seated. Thank you so much. And welcome to Unity of Hagerstown. I want to send a special welcome out to our Facebook and YouTube friends. We're so happy that you're joining us today. And this is the beginning of Black History Month. We have a quote here from Susan Taylor, who was the editor-in-chief for Essence magazine from 1981 to 2000. In 1994, she was voted the most influential Black woman in journalism. What does Susan have to say? Whatever we believe about ourselves and our ability comes true for us. Amen. We begin with an opening prayer. We're going to do this call and response as we've been doing for the past couple of weeks. So I'll state a line and then you can state it or not after me. So let's get ready to do this, centering in our heart space. I have faith.
I have faith.
I have faith in the restoring power of love.
Faith in the restoring power of love.
I have faith in my own wholeness.
I have faith in my own wholeness.
I have faith in God expressing through me.
I have faith in God expressing through me.
Amen. Amen. Yes. And if you will join me in our mission statement, let's come together as we do so. Together, Unity of Hagerstown, a
Welcoming community embraces spiritual awakening through affirmative prayer and meditation, creating a positive path of abundant living for all.
And I want to just give a shout out to Brett and Patty. They could not be here today. Obviously, no live music today. However, they will be here with us next week. Let's keep them in our thoughts and prayers as well, as she's a little under the weather today. And now we'll have the reading of the daily word with Arnie, who's wearing multiple hats today.
morning.
Good morning.
Joy. Throughout my life, joy is always part of me. Like the sun that is always shining, even when obscured by clouds, joy is there in my happiest moments and also during my darkest times, or darker times. It keeps me present to life as it unfolds, responsive and adaptive, accepting what I cannot change, and having the courage to change what I can. Much more than a feeling, joy is part of me, a way to feel the presence of God and live from my spirituality. Joy is the anchor that keeps me rooted in peace and wholeness and the wings that help me soar through the open skies of an imagination and choice. My spiritual identity has its foundation in the divine idea of joy, and I carry it with me wherever I go and in everything I do. Psalm 16:11 says, "You show me the path of life. In your presence there is fullness of joy." And all together with the affirmation on the screen, joy is mine through all the seasons of life. Hold that in our hearts and thoughts and ponder it one more time. And again, joy is mine through all the seasons of life.
Thank you, Arnie. And we have another song to kind of recognize that joy within. Oops, wrong song.
We'll sing this one anyway.
When I smile, it's the joy overflowing, joy overflowing from you. When I smile, that's the joy overflowing, joy overflowing from you. What can I say? How can I thank you for the day, oh God? My blessings are overflowing now. When I cry, it's the love overflowing, love overflowing from you. When I cry, that's the love overflowing, love overflowing from you. What can I say? How can I thank you for the day, oh God? My blessings are overflowing now. No words, no words, no words. You already know the secrets of my soul, 'cause I'm a part of you. No words, no words. You're the sacred truth in everything I see and everything I ever do. When I sing, it's the song overflowing, song overflowing from you. When I sing, that's the song overflowing, song overflowing from you. What can I say? How can I thank the waters.
What a beautiful song by Daniel Nahon. So we're going to move from that lovely sacred experience to another lovely sacred experience as we greet our friends and neighbors. And this is a time for us to just say that we're glad to see each other, to extend love from one heart to another. And if you are not a hugger, I'm going to tell you now that you will need to put your hand out because this group does like to hug. If you are a hugger, that's wonderful, and I appreciate that so much. Also, if you would like to come in front of the phone camera and say hello to those who are watching virtually, I know that they appreciate that, so please do so. And those who are watching us on Facebook, write down something in the comment section so I know who you are. Okay, let's greet our friends and neighbors.
Good morning. Good morning,
So I just wanted to say hello to everybody there. I hope you can hear us okay. I hope you're enjoying the music. We love you. We appreciate you so much. And you know what? I would love to see you face to face if you're in the area one Sunday. Come say hello.
Hi. Come to church. It's so nice here. Sandy's awesome, and this crowd of people could not be any friendlier. It's a beautiful place to spend time.
I don't know if so it's nothing but chaos here when we do this, but I let it go on for a while. Here's Lois.
Where's
Say hi to Facebook.
Hi.
Hi, Facebook. So my friends, please be seated. Hi. If you can hear my voice,
There you go.
thank you so very much. Thank you so much for being seated. Okay, so any of you who like to hike long distances may be aware of the Triple Crown. That's when a hiker does the Pacific Crest Trail and the Appalachian Trail, as well as the Continental Divide. A total of 8,000 miles. Now, more people have gone into space than have achieved that, as you can imagine, right? And of the 400 people who have, some 400 people who have done it, Will Robinson, pictured here, was the first Black man to do so. He says, along the way, my journey became a mission not just for myself to heal, but to share the healing power of nature with veterans, people of color, and everyone who does not fit the stereotype of an outdoorsy person. So Will got the idea of this long-distance hiking 13 years before he set foot on the Pacific Crest Trail when he was in Iraq serving with the military. He would get care packages from family and friends with candy and goodies and magazines and books. And in one of the care packages, there was a trail guide for the Pacific Crest Trail. This provided him a mental escape from the combat zone at the time. And he just knew, it triggered something within him that he would hike that trail. Well, when he returned home to Louisiana, he started to prepare himself for the trail, this huge hike. Now, as you can imagine, Louisiana doesn't have very many mountains. I think the highest one is like 500 and some feet compared to the 10,000-foot mountains along the Pacific Crest Trail. And he didn't know about the equipment that he needed, but he ordered it and tried to figure it out. And there were no long-distance hikes in Louisiana, so he took to carrying his backpack around town so he could build up stamina. When he made his first attempt to conquer the Pacific Crest Trail, I don't want to say conquer, to complete the Pacific Crest Trail, in 2016, he injured himself and he had to stop and go home. But he came back in 2017 and he reattempted it, he completed it. It was 2,650 miles. Can you imagine? Isn't that amazing? In 2017, he completed the Appalachian Trail, which is I had to look down for the numbers, 2,170 miles. And then in 2018, he completed the Continental Divide Trail, which is 3,000 miles. What a feat. With those 8,000 miles, he became, like I said, the first Black man to complete this Triple Crown. of hiking. Now, he has gone on to hike other trails as well, many other trails. You know, the outdoors may not historically have been a place welcoming or friendly for people of color or individuals, but seeing Black through hikers like Will offers the world new role models and new definitions of who can do what. And here's the thing, my friends, representation matters. It affects how we see others and how we see ourselves. It breaks down harmful stereotypes, and those stereotypes, of course, are detrimental, they're hurtful to individuals, and they're limiting to society. So as we see representation grow, notions of what is normal begin to shift, and our language, our actions, and decisions begin to shift as well to become more inclusive. Will began hiking because he needed an outlet, a way to heal after he was left with severe PTSD from his time in the military. He found healing, he found purpose in hiking. Henry David Thoreau tells us that nature is doing her best each moment to make us well. Now anyone, and probably everyone here, recognizes the healing power of nature. When we go for a hike or we go to the ocean, not to the ocean, but to the beach, we recognize the healing power there. So today we're going to continue our exploration of healing. Now just to recap briefly, we looked at the wisdom within that guides us along our healing journey. We looked at the power of identifying with that spirit of life within us, with our I am. And we also looked at how we can focus that power of life within us. We looked at the importance of not looking back at who we used to be, but seeing who we are in this present. And we looked at some of the healing stories from Jesus' teaching. Today we're going to look at another one. In Mark 8, it's written that some people brought Jesus, a blind man, and begged him to touch him. And Jesus took him by the hand and led him out of the village and put saliva on his eyes and laid his hands on him. Now, some scholars believe that Jesus learned this type of healing from Mary Magdalene because she was a healer as well. But what I'm interested in is really what follows, what happens next. Jesus asked, "Can you see anything?" And the man replied, he looked up and he said, "I can see people, but they look like trees walking." Then Jesus laid his hands on him again. And the man looked up again intently. His sight was restored, and he saw everything clearly. So there's much in this story for me to think about in terms of healing. I don't know why Jesus led the blind man out of the village, but metaphysically I can see that when I need to heal my thoughts, I need to come apart for a while, to go into the quiet, into the silence. That's the foundation for all spiritual healing, getting in touch with who I am as spirit expressing. To find some quiet time and let that Christ consciousness within lead us apart for a while. The story also reminds me that healing may not happen on the first try. Patience may be called for. So until we get a good understanding of who we are as spirit, in spirit, we may not be able to see clearly with a spiritual lens, or we may only see partially. Once we go within and make conscious connection with our Christ nature, our sight is restored. Our perception is clear. Now again, Jesus took him away from the village, away from the hustle and bustle of the crowd. Well, I actually don't know how crowded the village would have been, but we can say that. So it's in times of silence that we can let go of those old perceptions and feel that healing power of divine love. We can gain clarity on our own wholeness and see it and know it for ourselves. Nature is doing her best each moment to make us well. There is something within us that is doing its best as well to invite us into wholeness. There is that within us that holds a blueprint for wholeness, health, and vitality, and that we can get in touch with in times of meditation, prayer, communion. Our bodies will naturally move into the direction of wholeness if we don't put any blocks in the way. and as we align our thoughts with the spirit of life. If we see beyond the condition that we find ourselves in to the wholeness that we are in spirit, we bring about this activity of life effortlessly. Eric Butterworth tells us, there is that of you that is greater than your weakness, stronger than your fears, the four-dimensional creature that is whole even within your sickness. This is that of you that is the perfect idea in the mind of God. So if we are able to grab hold of that perfect idea of wholeness with our mind's eye and our imagination and hang on to it in our thoughts, resonating with that spirit of life, we bring it forth more fully. Does that mean we are automatically cured? Not necessarily, but we move into that direction. We're told to judge not by appearances, but judge righteously. Our human experience may be telling us that we're not going to get well. But we can look with a spiritual lens and know that we are whole on the level of spirit already. Created in the image and likeness of God, we are perfect in spirit. Our higher self knows only this wholeness, this life, this vitality. And from this level, we can affirm that alignment with God as life. So, for those of you who were here or listened virtually last week, we talked about the woman who suffered a hemorrhage for 19 years and how she maneuvered through the crowd to reach out and touch the hem of Jesus' garment and was immediately healed. Well, I want to revisit that just a little bit because in that society, at that time, in that culture, her condition would have made her unclean and she would have been isolated from the village. So what faith did she have in order to go to the crowds to reach out to Jesus? She reached out and touched the hem of his garment. But, did Jesus feel the loss of life from that touch? Was she taking something from him? I would say no, because healing is not something that we give to another. It's a realization of our own innermost being. And as we realize it for ourselves, others can more easily realize it in our presence. And that's what Jesus did. Jesus turned and told her, your faith has made you whole. Metaphysically, we can look at the garment that he wore that was woven from a high realization of truth, if you will, and she reached out and touched it. She touched a high realization of truth, a higher consciousness, if you will. She was able to lay hold of it through her faith. Woman, metaphysically, can be symbolic of emotions or intuition. Intuitively, we know that we need what we need to do to heal. And Jesus, of course, metaphysically represents the Christ consciousness within us. Intuitively, we know we need to go within and connect with that consciousness. Butterworth goes on to say that faith is the perception of wholeness, the intuitive sense of being whole even in the midst of sickness. Her faith activated the property of life within her. Life doesn't come from our thoughts, and it's not something that we bestow upon another. Life comes from God. It is a divine quality. Now Jesus, this may sound sacrilegious, but Jesus didn't invent spiritual healing. He understood it, and he demonstrated it, and his faith awoke the healing potential within others. Now, is this faith in God? Is this faith in the life principle, that spirit of life within all? Is this faith in the other person? And I would say yes to all of that, because it boils down to the same thing. Hebrews 11:4 is the verse that's kind of like the go-to verse when we're looking for a definition of faith. Faith is the assurance of things hoped for, the conviction of things not seen. As we learn to see with this spiritual perception, if you will, seeing God present everywhere, seeing wholeness present everywhere, to look beyond the condition to this higher truth, our hearts become sure, they become convinced, they become convicted. We are more than a body. We are spirit. We are unlimited. We are free. Faith is a perceiving power of mind. In other words, we have faith to see beyond conditions, beyond the facts to the truth. Power to see clearly, to see reality instead of trees walking. I invite you to join me in our affirmation together. I have faith in God's
healing life, renewing, restoring within me.
We're going to move into a time of meditation, so I invite you to get comfortable, adjusting your position as necessary. This is going to be a guided meditation followed by a period of silence. And I think I'm going to start with some breath work that we did at our breath workshop on Friday, which was so lovely. So for those who were there, this will sound familiar. So we begin just by exhaling deeply. Let it all out. And we breathe in to the count of 4. Pause to the count of 7. Exhale to the count of 8. We continue, breathe in to the count of 4. Pause to the count of 7. Exhale, this time with your tongue behind your front upper teeth. Count of 8. And continue at your own pace for a couple more rounds. Breathing in, pausing, exhale. Now we can return our breath to a normal rate. And focus on our heart space. And allow the thoughts to remain calm. And today we'll call upon the healing power of love. From your heart space, that heart chakra, I invite you to feel or sense love coming forth, going to every aspect of your being. Filling to overflowing. Breathing in love, breathing out love. Breathing in love, breathing out love. And as we go into the time of quiet, if you find your thoughts wandering, bring them back to your breath, maybe returning to the 4, 7, 8 breath. Or back to just simply breathing in love, breathing out love. In the silence. meditation to a close. I invite you to sit, resting, enjoy this next song, or join in singing with it if you like. Up from my feet, I call you down. Up from my feet, I draw to my heart. It's already here. I only need to claim it. Up from my feet, I know that I am I am here. Through my hands, I call you downward. In through my hands, I draw to my heart. It's already here. I only need to claim it. In through my hands, I know that I am here. Down from my head, I call you downward. Down from my head, I draw to my heart. It's already here. I only need to claim it. Down from my head, I know that I am here. I am here. With my spirit and soul, I call the healing power. With my spirit and soul, I draw it to my heart. It's already here. I only need to claim it. With my spirit and soul, I know that I am here. I am here. I am up from the earth. I call the healing power. Up from the earth, I draw it to my heart. It's already here. I only need to claim it. Up from the earth, I know that I am here. I am here. Don't send it back to the earth. I call the healing power. Send it back to the earth. I shine it from my heart. It's already here. I only need to claim it. Back to the earth. I know that I am here. I know that I am here. Know it, claim it, know that I am here. I'm here now. I'm here now. Right here, right now, right here, right now. Know that I am up from my feet, in through my hands, down from my head, up from the earth. With my spirit and soul, I know that I am healed. that was, of course, the wonderful Karen Drucker, who will join me in our offertory affirmation together. Abundant blessings flow to me and through me. I give thanks for the
Prosperity in my life.
Just take a moment and just bless the gifts, bless the givers of this offering that make this ministry possible as we go about doing this work of letting everybody know we are spirit, we are free, we are unlimited. Amen. Oh, we might want to stand for this one.
I've got an attitude, I've got an attitude, I've got an attitude of gratitude. I thank the universe for each new day, whether it's sunny or it's pouring rain. In any situation, time or place, my grateful heart creates a state of grace. Yeah, 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 I got an attitude, I've got an attitude, I've got an attitude of gratitude. The darkness taught me how to praise the light. The wrongness made me hunger for what's right. I have found a place where I don't see, and heaven's blessings pouring down on me. Yeah, 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 yeah. I got an attitude, I got an attitude, I got an attitude of gratitude. When Jesus fed the hungry multitude, he did it with a grateful attitude. Although it looked like there was not enough, he thanked his Father for abundant love. Say yeah, yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, say yeah, 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 yeah. I got it. Attitude, I've got an attitude, I've got an attitude of gratitude. Yeah! Dance break. I wish I could say like that. Attitude, I've got an attitude, I've got an attitude of gratitude. Yeah, I used to cry, seven days please. Yes, amen. Amen. Until I gave up and still I could see all the gifts I've been given. And now I've got an attitude, I've got an attitude, I've got an attitude of gratitude. I've got an attitude, I've got an attitude, I've got an attitude of gratitude. I got an attitude of gratitude. Yes. Yes. All right. Please be seated. And I apologize, I didn't realize I'd sing with my mic on. I don't know if you do that. I'm sure you enjoyed it.
the sound bath, 7 p.m. And then on the 14th, Reverend Richard Pacheco is offering a vow renewal ceremony for those who would like it for a donation-based offering. It will be held here. He is a unity minister. And if you're interested in that, it's a great way to rededicate to your loved one. And then, or you could rededicate to yourself, I guess, if you want to. On the 21st, which is the following Wednesday, we begin a new discussion group. It's a light dinner and discussion on a complaint-free world. There are flyers for all of these things out in the foyer. And then on the 23rd, dinner and game night was so much fun. We're going to do it again. So, and that will be at 6 p.m. I'm confirming it with Debbie because she's a huge part of this. And you bring your own games or, just have fun after dinner. And then Patty has graciously agreed to lead the choir for Palm Sunday and Easter Sunday. So if you're interested in that, I was going to touch base with her as far as practice times. Well, we can do that next week, and I'm sure she'll be back then. And yeah, so then after this service, if you're able to and willing to, move the chairs off to the side, stacking them high. That would be helpful for the sound bath coming up on Wednesday. And if you haven't already updated your information, there's a box and a form to fill out. Just fill it out, put it in the box, and we'll update your contact information. And there are other things on that form too that Mary so graciously designed. Oh, I can't just catch my breath here while we have another song. Yes, Mary.
The men's group.
Oh, the men's group. Oh, I so apologize. Yes, the men. What was I thinking? The men's group is meeting on the 15th of January, Thursday night, 6 p.m.
February.
Yes, that's whatever. Sometime soon. Okay. So, any other announcements before I move on? Okay, very good. We have another song coming up here.
There's a song in my soul. It sings I am whole. Everywhere I go, it sings I am whole. There's a song in my soul. It sings I am whole. Everywhere I go, it sings I am whole. 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 There is a song in my soul. It sings I am healed. I take a breath and know that I am healed. There's a song in my soul. It sings I am healed. I take a breath and know that I am healed. 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 There's a song in my heart. It sings I am loved. It whispers in my ear that I am loved. There's a song in my heart. It sings I am loved. It whispers in my ear that I am loved. 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 I am loved.
my soul. It sings of my joy. It bubbles up from deep inside your sweet joy. There's a song in my soul. It sings of my joy. It bubbles up from deep inside your sweet joy. I am 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 joy. There's a song in my soul that sings I am love. Beating grace of spirits like I am love. There's a song in my soul that sings I am love. Beating grace of spirits like I am love. 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 I am whole. I am healed. I am healed. I am love. I am love. I am joy. I am joy. I am well. I am healed. I am healed. I am love. I am love. I am joy. I am joy. I am peace. I am peace. I am well. I am well. All is well. I am well.
Okay. Yeah. So at this time, I'd like to say goodbye to our Facebook friends. We're so happy that you joined us. Have a blessed day and a beautiful week.